Canada wildfires cast gloom over Philadelphia streets, confusing residents and interrupting the season's festivities. We sat down with Jerome Shabazz, Executive Director of the Overbrook Environmental Education Center in West Philadelphia, to talk more about the city's air quality emergency.
Well, first of all, thank you very much, Anjelica. As you indicated, I'm Jerome Shabazz. I'm the Executive Director of the Overbrook Environmental Education Center. And we're really pleased to have this conversation with you today. You know, what we experienced over the last week is an amazing phenomenon. Unfortunately, it's not something that's new. It's just something that we're more aware of because of technology and our ability to have communications about issues that are taking place all over the world. But what was happening essentially is something that, if you look at the data, happens quite often in Canada, where forest fires are not unusual, but because of climate changes, the conditions of those fires are changing. But you know, the interesting thing is that what happened in that particular instance is really indicative of what's happening all the time. So we get a storm, that storm isn't happening here, it may be coming off of the Atlantic and it's migrating here. And it just shows you the power of how we're interconnected as a world and as a community. You know, if that would have happened 30 years ago, someone would have went outside and their eyes would have been burning, and they may have asked a friend of theirs, did you see or smell or hear that thing that I smelt or heard or felt? And if they said yes, then you just confirm with each other that we just got bad air and we're just going to keep on moving on. Or we might just decide that, okay, that person didn't experience it, but I did. It wasn't as actual because we didn't have that type of technology that allows us in real time to see what was taking place. And so in real time, we saw an incident that took place in Canada that was ultimately affecting us here in the United States. And because of our ability through technology to monitor environmental conditions, we were able to see that thing coming. A lot of these concerns, a lot of these conditions have been taking place all along. We just haven't been paying attention to it, or it hasn't affected us in a dramatic way. But we do have real challenges with air quality in Philadelphia, and we also have challenges in our region with air quality in Pennsylvania. But one thing that we do know, and is an absolute fact, is that through environmental injustice, Black and brown communities are affected the most. We know that our air quality is most impacted, the stressors on our water, the stressors on our land and the quality of our land through disinvestment in communities and through policies and through just a lack of literacy around these concerns make our communities a bit more vulnerable, right? And so if our intentions is to do the best that we can to keep ourselves healthy, vibrant, and productive, then we have to arrange priorities so that we can do those things, right? So I think the essence of it is growing in our knowledge and our awareness, make it a new normal for ourselves so that we can be able to know what's happening and how it's affecting us. There's a lot of reasons why we should make it a priority to stay more connected to the quality of our water, the quality of our air, and the quality of our land, hence where our food comes from, so that we can have a healthier, more vibrant life. And that's a big part of what our work is to try to get non-scientists, community scientists, regular people to think about how the environment is impacting their health and quality of life. You know, one of the things that we work with at Overbrook is the whole intersection between community, health, and environment. And so this is interesting because this is one of the issues that we deal with quite often. So our goal is to create what we call community scientists. And so we sought out resources from the Environmental Protection Agency to create 2 projects that enabled us to identify the health of land, air, and what we call domestic toxins in the West Philadelphia community. And we're creating the opportunity for community members to participate in focus groups so that they can share with us their concerns, their issues, and even in some cases their remedies for solving some of these problems. There's going to be 2 focus groups here at the Overbrook Center at 6134 Lancaster Avenue in West Philadelphia on Thursday, June the 22nd That's going to be our evening session from 5:30 to 8. We're going to have a second session here June the 24th, and that's going to be on a Saturday, and that's going to be from 9 to 12 p.m. And again, I want to make certain that people know that they can reach us by phone at 215-879-7770, or they can email us at info at overbrookcenter.org. So those